At noon Eastern today, Travis Kelce technically becomes a free agent for the first time in his career. There's no inclination, no sign, no signal that he's going to play for any team other than the Chiefs. The question has been framed since the end of the 2025 season. Will he play or won't he play again for the Chiefs, not for anyone else? But there's always been this issue of how much are they going to pay Travis Kelce to play again? And it's very easy for the Chiefs to say, well, this guy's making a crap load of money away from football. He wants to be here. You know, we've seen this before. Team uses against a loyal employee his desire to stay, and they lowball him. So I posted something yesterday afternoon just pointing out, hey, he's going to become a free agent. And anyone can contact his representation as of noon Eastern, and maybe they already have been. So after we did that, The Athletic reported that Kelce is going to play this year. He's inclined to play. He's expected to play. Whatever caveat is put there in case he doesn't. But he's expected to play, but it's not a sure thing he's going to play for the Chiefs. And his agents plan to talk to multiple teams. Then Rob Maaddi of the AP reposted or reminded us all of a report that he had during Combine Week that if Kelce plays, it will only be for the Chiefs. He won't test the market. Now, I think the way you reconcile those two, Chris, Kelce's agents are frustrated by the Chiefs' offers, and they're looking for anything they can to shake more money out of the tree. And for now, the threat of testing the market is hopefully the thing that gets the Chiefs to put more money on the table. And if they don't, then we'll see. We'll see whether or not Travis says, all right, fine, screw it, just take the best offer, or wait, the Browns are going to pay me how much to come play in my hometown for 1 year? Holy shit. So, but I think for now, this is an effort to get the Chiefs to sweeten the pot. And anybody else that wants him is allowed to call as of noon and tell his agents what they're willing to do.
Yeah, well, they're playing hardball, like you said. They're putting the squeeze on him. They are. They're a team right now that's going, wait, we're kind of trying to retool our team on the fly here. You're at an age, Travis Kelce, where it's coming to an end, as we know. This will probably be the last year. He's not the best blocker in the world, never has been, but it's not getting any better in that department. And as we saw, you see skills declining there. They were fortunate to him that they paid him like a top 5 tight end last year. But I think they know now and are realizing, and again, you go back, they watch the whole season, they self-scout themselves, and you go, wait, we can't pay him top of the market money anymore. And I love Travis Kelce. He's the man. He's a legend. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. But to get paid top of the market, if you're running a football team, no, you wouldn't want to do that. If I was a GM, I'd go, man, I love Kelce. I wish he was here. So they're doing exactly what you said, putting the squeeze on him, going, wait, you take a little less, or do you really want to go move somewhere else and play for another team and kind of have to prove yourself? Or do you want to stay here where, it's warm and cozy and we treat you like a legend and you can talk to coach and maybe have a Wednesday practice off because your body's beat up or whatever else? Like, we know how you operate. That's what they're calling his bluff with there. And that's where, I think you're saying it right. Kelce, his representation are like, that number's a little low, Kansas City, so we're going to have to call some teams out there. But I think Kansas City's probably not going to budge much because they're going to call his bluff and try to get it the way they want to, using those tools that you and I have both just explained there.
He's always been underpaid relative to his value because of the position he plays. Mm-hmm. He's more valuable than tight end. He's like a great slot receiver. He's a guy that brings so much more to the offense than a tight end normally does. And when you consider the top of the market for receiver, top of the market for tight end, they've always had a benefit built into the fact that the guy's a tight end. Yeah. But here's what's going on. I mean, you got the Chiefs, and they're saying to Travis, football is family. Yeah. And somebody's going to say, football is business. And you know what's good for business? Travis Kelce's good for business. And this is where you're going to there's going to be one organization. There's got to be, out of 32, there's going to be one where they're going to have a meeting today. And the football people are going to say, we can't afford from an X's and O's standpoint to offer this to Travis Kelce. And you're going to have the sales and marketing people in there saying, have you people lost your freaking minds? Why are we here? We're here to make money. You can go play your little games and try to win as many as you want, but the bottom line is the bottom line. And we get Travis Kelce on this team, we're going to sell jerseys to all the Swifties, new Travis Kelce jersey, 87 and whatever the new colors are. We're not going to be able to keep up with the demand. And she's going to be coming to home games. And he's Travis freaking Kelce. See, I don't think anyone has entertained this dynamic. It has nothing to do with football. It's all about how much money a team is going to make from having Travis Kelce on the team. And we see teams in free agency, Chris, every year. It's the Dan Snyder mindset. I can't win from September to December. I can win in March. We can have a press conference and hold up the new jersey, and we can take some focus away from the local basketball team that's going to the playoffs, or the local baseball team that's about to start its season, or the local hockey team that's really good. We suck, but in March, we can win the press conference. This is winning the press conference on steroids if you can get Travis Kelce. That's the thing that everyone's losing sight of. You're bringing a superstar and his superstar fiancée, who's a bigger superstar than he is, to town if you can land this guy.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, you're not saying anything wrong. You're speaking facts there. But at the same time, I don't know if that's going to help you win football. And the football people are going to use that same argument you're talking about. And they're also going to go, man, I know he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but his ability to separate in the pass game's not the same. He doesn't really run block all that well. And we got to deal with the spectacle of him all the time and Taylor Swift and everything. Like, there's going to be football people that aren't going to like that. Football people can deal with that when you were Travis Kelce a few years ago where you're like, well, he's one of the best on our team. He's one of the best players in the league. We can deal with that type of stuff. But as you know, when your play starts to fall down, stuff like that becomes, wait, you're not worthy of that distraction and everything you do there. It's going to take the right scenario, though, to your point. A team that I would almost feel like you said, like has money. They know they're not ready to win right now at this point, and I don't know who that would be. I'm looking at teams with a lot of salary cap space that'd be willing to just throw that out there for the sake of, like you're talking about, fanfare, notoriety. And I'm not sure if I think anybody really jumps out that way, but I totally hear what you're saying there, and you're right. There probably will be one team that flirts with it.
Hey, he's from Cleveland, and the Browns are the Browns. And you know what? You know what helps fill up that stadium? You bring Travis Kelce home. Now, Myles Garrett helps too.
Yeah.
But they don't have enough star power right now in Cleveland. You bring Travis Kelce home for a year, you're filling up that stadium every week, and you're selling
if I'm
a
Travis,
shitload.
I know you're right.
Travis Kelce jerseys.
But if I'm Travis Kelce, I'm going, wait, is it really worth the extra $3 million to go to Cleveland? And I don't know who the quarterback's going to be, what the hell's going to happen with their team. And like you've talked about, that's where I think all the money he makes off the field, he'll just be like, wait, I don't know if it's worth changing my life and all of that for going there and losing, and it might just be a disaster of a last season of my career. And that's where the Kansas City Chiefs are trying to call his bluff and saying, you got to know when to hold them and you know when to fold them there, big guy.
I think it's a fascinating wrinkle.
Yeah, it is.
That I hadn't thought of it until yesterday, and I think it's front and center as we get to noon Eastern today. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.